This project is all about interpreting the mood and lyrics of a song and expressing it visually. Along the way, I want you to use some of your Photoshop skills to be able to take a variety of different pictures and composite them together to create a nice balanced composition. Now, there's a couple of things to keep in mind. First off, download the project files. Inside of this project file, I've given you a variety of different, seemingly random pictures. Your task is to use two of these images somewhere within your overall composition. Now, you're going to pick two songs. Each song needs its own poster. This means you're going to use two of the pictures inside of each of the poster. Now, you can also incorporate any other imagery that you want in there as well. So one of the first things that we need to talk about is picking your song, getting an understanding of it, and doing some appropriate visual imagery research. For mine, I'm going to choose Another in the Fire. When you open this up, I've intentionally included the song so that you can hear the lyrics and get a good idea of what it is. But your visuals do not need to match the visuals of the video that I'm showing you. As you listen to it, I want you to come up with your own visual narrative, your own way of expressing this or understanding it. I want the visual poster that you create to represent the mood and the tone that's coming through in the song. Now, if you don't want to use any one of the songs that I've provided, you're welcome to pick your own songs, as long as they're appropriate for class and they have a good sense of mood and emotion. So the first place that we can begin, obviously, is to listen to the song and get an idea of how you feel about it. The other thing you can do is to do a simple search for the lyrics. Another in the Fire lyrics. We'll pretend I spelled that correctly. Reading through the lyrics can also give you a sense of some visuals, either some pictures or some imagery or some objects that you could incorporate within your design. Obviously, Another in the Fire deals with fire. It also deals with loss. It deals with sadness. It deals with being able to overcome troubles and struggles. It does this by saying things like holding back the sea, or there's another grave that holds no body. So these are visual things that come to mind whenever I'm thinking about the song. In addition to the visuals that I'm thinking about, okay, if this is a sad, slow song that's it's inspirational as well, what kind of colors come to mind? What are some things that are tones that I can use that also could be incorporated into my visual research that I'm doing? If you want to do color research, go to color.adobe.com. And from here, they do give you a color wheel that you can play around with. Rather than using the color wheel, I like to use the Explore or the Trends to be able to find specific things. So if I'm looking for a specific mood, I've clicked on Explore, and then up here, I want to do Inspirational and Sad. Well, let's see what it comes up with. It's going to give me a bunch of different pictures that are inspirational and perhaps sad, but also it's going to give me the colors that are pulled from that picture. Some of these actually work out really, really good. I kind of like the tones of this picture. I really like the tones of this picture. They're nice and somber, quiet and muted. Once you find the imagery of the colors that you like, then we can actually start looking for individual pictures. Again, going back to the song imagery that I have, I want to kind of pull out some things that perhaps I could use. These don't have to be very overt. These can be things that are simply in the background or things that could be very small and out of the way. I notice there's this nice imagery of clouds, or there's this imagery of the ground. There's also some wings. There's a nice somber, almost beautiful waterfall that works really well. There's not really a lot of imagery of fire, so that's maybe something that I need to find. Hey, here's some great wings that could be used. So for me, I think I'm going to pull out these clouds, and maybe I can pull out something I like these hands. I thought that was a good, nice reaching little metaphor that I could use. I'm going to try to incorporate both of these images somewhere in my overall design. The next thing I need to do is to find other pictures that I could use. Now, what I don't want you to do is to simply Google and find images. You could draw your own images or paint your own images, or you can use a camera to take your own photography. But if you wanted to find actual good, high quality pictures online, there are a couple of websites you can go to. If you scroll down, locate these links to Unsplash, Pixabay, and FreePic. These are free resources that provide high quality stock imagery. They all kind of work the same, but I'm going to use Unsplash as my example. These websites make their money by selling pictures, but they also promote their photographers and they promote their imagery that they have by giving away good high quality images. So if I wanted to find something like, I'm going to do a search for fire. Notice that this gives me a variety of nice big pictures that are free to use. Well, some of them are free. Notice on this website that they have a little plus at the top of it. Some of them do not. The ones with the plus are the ones that you do have to pay for. They have a premium license. If you wanted to, you can search for free images, and this will refresh your search, and now I've got a variety of free images that I can download and start using. I really like this picture, so I'm going to download it, and maybe I could find another fire image. This is another good one that I could use too. Some of them have sparks. Some of them have a silhouette of a person. That would be kind of cool. Perhaps I could incorporate that. Whatever you use or whatever you choose to use, you need to collect them into your folder and keep them nice and safe. Let's scroll back over here. I've opened up my downloads folder and I've pulled everything into the same folder here. Some other imagery that I could do, let's do an open grave. You can see when I do this imagery, it doesn't just give me a grave, it gives me lots of tombstones, it gives me flowers. Some of these work better than others. For instance, let's say I found one that's kind of cool in itself. So maybe I can find something here, or maybe there's something that I don't like. Ooh, I really like this little arch way that I could use here. So I can download it and use that one. Again, all of your imagery needs to be saved inside of the same folder in the same place, just so that it's easy to find all the different pictures that we can work with. Going back to my color values, let's see if we can find something that I think I could use with this one. Again, I like these warm hue tones and I like these tones. I think this gives me a better fire type example without actually doing so much regular fire. If you're logged into your Adobe account, you can download these swatches as JPEGs. Here's what they're given to you. So you can use and start using those and type in those hex codes to be able to pull from it. Or if necessary, you can always go to any one of these and you can find the information for those color palettes right there. Color really is a great way to harmonize your overall design. So don't skimp out on thinking about color and setting it up before you jump into your design. Going back to my lyrics, let's see if there's a few other things that kind of come to mind whenever I'm thinking about this. It really is kind of a sad song, or it's kind of inspirational for a person who might be sad. So maybe I can find a good picture of a sad person, sad face. Oh, there's a sad puppy right there. This is a nice little sad face. It's completely black and white, but that's okay. We can always add color or work with it. I'm looking for somebody who's going through a struggle or perhaps needs help in some way as well. I think that would be a good one to start with. Now that we've got a good start on our visual imagery, let's set up our Photoshop document. Going into Photoshop, we'll go up to File and create a new document. The size of your document does need to be measured in inches. The width of it is going to be 11 and the height of it is going to be 17. So 11 by 17 with a resolution of 300 pixels per inch. Do make sure you're working in RGB color mode, and the background color can be whatever you want it to be. For now, I'm just going to keep it white, and we'll say Create. And before I do anything else, I'm going to go up to File, and let's save it. I'll save mine to my folder as my name, underscore, another in the fire, or whatever you want to call your song. Do make sure to save it as a Photoshop format, and hit save. In the next video, let's talk a little bit about composition and how we can best work with all of our images.